Alright, we got a Q&A for Tarfful. I feel like I'm a little delayed on this one. I didn't see it until today when I was looking. I was like, oh, but this is April 27th. Today's April 30th, so how did I miss that? Anyways, hopefully there's no stupid-ass questions in here, and this is all straight-up business, like it should be. So, let's get into it. First off, why that random synergy, quote-unquote, with Han out of nowhere? Yes, great question. That is fucking weird. I even said that in something else. Like, first off, it's a half-ass synergy. Like, he doesn't get any benefits from Tarfful. It's just that one move that Tarfful does, his move. All the Wookiees get a boost, and Han will get a boost. But, like, the mass assist, Han just stands there. And it's just weird, because this version of Han, and Chewie, actually, but I get it for the Wookiees, but still, this version of Han is way past what we would see with Tarfful. Like, Tarfful, when we first see Tarfful, is in Revenge of the Sith, and during those days, Han would have been like a kid. He probably would have been like 10, 15 years old. He wouldn't even have known Chewie yet. So, why we're giving synergy with Tarfful with the oldest version of Han we have is just weird. But anyways, what's their answer? We recognize that people might want to keep their veteran smugglers together, so wanted to have that as an option. That's a pretty weak answer. The other thing, too, is veteran smuggler Han and Chewie don't even, A, have the greatest synergy, and B, veteran smuggler Chewie is pretty crappy. Like, I don't really use him. Veteran smuggler Han is good. Chewie? Not so much. Anyways, why Clone Wars Chewbacca has the Galactic Republic tag and Tarfful hasn't it? Okay, very poorly worded, but I do get what you're saying. It is a decent question. Again, this goes back to Revenge of the Sith. At the very end, when Yoda feels the Order 66 being executed, you know, Clone Wars Chewie, basically, and Tarfful are standing there together with Yoda. So it would make sense that he has the Galactic Republic tag, but they did previously answer this. Let's see what their answer is now. While Tarfful first appeared in Episode 3, this version is from Jedi Fallen Order, when the Galactic Republic no longer exists. Yeah, that's what they said before, too. So, kind of a weak answer, but I mean, I guess you can go with that. Does the passive that needs 3 Wookiees include Tarfful as one of those 3? Tarfful does not count as one of the 3 Wookiees. Okay, that's a good question, too, because I was wondering that as well. Does that mean 4 Wookiees total? Or does it mean 3 including Tarfful? So it means 4 total, which basically is just allowing the open slot for veteran smuggler Han. That's basically all that's doing. So you need 4 Wookiees, and then you could have veteran smuggler Han instead of 5 Wookiees total. Is the 50% critical hit damage reflection calculated before or after mitigation? With the large amounts of defense in the kit, if T's after mitigation, the reflected damage will be much lower. What does T's mean? If T's after mitigation. For the reflected calculation, it happens after the mitigation. So the damage mitigation is calculated first, and after that, the damage is reflected. I can't really comment on this too much because I don't really know what the F they're talking about here with the mitigation. And then he says if T's, maybe he meant if it's. He just missed the I. If it's after mitigation. How come Tarfful has a synergy with veteran Han Smuggle? Wow. Veteran Han Solo. For some reason, the Solo is not capitalized. It should be, because that's capital S. Even if the person screwed up. Come on, CG, you can't correct that. But not with Grandmaster Yoda. Well, on the one hand, that is a great question how it starts. As far as being synergetic with Yoda, though, I get it. It's going back to Revenge of the Sith in that scene, but you don't see them working together. They were just hanging out. So it would be kind of goofy to put synergy because it's almost pointless. And going back to their answer from before, they said that this is based on Jedi Fallen Order or whatever version of Tarfful, not that version. So there probably was no Yoda because Yoda was on Dagobah. But anyways, let's see what they said. We had some Yoda synergy in initially, but it really bloated the kit in balance. Since it was purely thematic, whereas Han's synergy is for team composition, we decided to remove it. So they did put Grandmaster Yoda synergy in there, though. That's surprising. They don't want to give him the Galactic Republic tag because of the inspiration that they got was from the video game, not the movie. But yet they were going to put synergy with Yoda? That's kind of weird. The potency stats increase turn meter removal. For example, Clone Wars Chewbacca's basics has 55% chance to remove 50% turn meter. Would potency mods or secondaries increase that chance? In this particular case, mods would not increase the 55% chance to remove the turn meter for Clone Wars Chewbacca. What? That's a very random question. It does have to do with the Wookiees, but like, you're asking a question about Clone Wars Chewie, who came out a long time ago, not about Tarfful. On the one hand, though, that is a decent-ish question, I suppose. I feel like somebody young probably asked that, because anybody older would be able to understand that. No, that's not going to affect potency. That's not a potency thing. That's just straight up in the kit. He has a 55% chance no matter what. You could have a trillion potency. It's not going to change the chance. That's statistics, you know? Anyhow. Hello there. What is health up? How do Wookiees get it from the Stronger Together special? General Kenobi. Health up is a buff that has been in Galaxy of Heroes for a while and can be found on multiple characters such as Royal Guard, Sun Fac, and Logray, to name a few. It increases the character's max health while they have the buff. Okay, a couple things going on here. First off, when I first saw this, hello there, I thought it was just going to be a stupid joke question. I was like, oh, here they go. CG had to go put one in. Then I realized, oh wait, it just started out as a joke, but then they do ask a real question. But I gotta say, this is a dumb question. What is health up? How long have you been playing this game for? A week? How do you not know what health up was? That's like saying, what's protection up or potency up? Like, it's just a boost. It's a buff. How do you not know? What could be translation? In Shiriwook, the language spoken by Wookiees, it roughly translates to, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. Okay, that's a dumb question, but as much as it annoys me, it is actually pretty relevant to the kit reveal. I mean, they did put a Chewbaccan language word in there, and so this person's like, what are you trying to say? We're gonna have a word that's a noise? I'm always curious about abilities like Tarfful's unique, which states, final text, Tarfful has plus 30% tenacity and plus 20 speed. Instead of making this a unique ability, why don't you simply add that amount of speed to a character's base statistics? What? Instead of making this a unique ability, why don't you simply add that amount of speed to a character's base statistics? Oh, I see what they're saying. They're saying, like, for Tarfful, why is this... That is kind of weird. Why do they make it a unique instead of just straight up putting it in his kit? Like, that is kind of weird. One of the reasons abilities and bonuses are broken out like this is so they can be turned off or amplified or interacted with in any way, really, by other abilities. If Tarfful's base speed was just 20 higher, we could never make an ability that said bonuses to speed are doubled that would affect this. True, but it just seems weird. I also feel like there's the potential to make this a lot higher, too, though. You know what I mean? Like the tenacity plus 30%. As he gets higher in relics and all that, his tenacity overall will be higher, which means now he has a unique that's just 30% more, which is even higher. And then if you mod him that way, so I feel like you could blow that out of proportion. Where if this was straight up on the kit, it would just be one flat rate thing. I mean, the 20 speed, though, that straight up is just a thing. It's not even a percentage. I can see the percentage is weird, but okay, fine. That does fluctuate based on how you mod your character and stuff. But the speed, that makes no difference. It's just straight up 20. I don't know. In the kit reveal, Veteran Han Solo is mentioned. Nice capital on the S. Good job. But the strategy tips mentioned bringing Mission Vow. Why didn't the kit for Tarfful include Mission Vow as well? And why would we want to include her if there isn't any synergy? Exactly. I was thinking that too when they mentioned that. Oh, you could bring your other Wookiee friends, like Mission Vow, and didn't they say someone else too? But it was like, what would be the point? You're gonna bring Mission Vow and she's just there just to support Zalbar? Anyways, I think it might have been interesting to be given the option of choosing Veteran Han or Mission Vow as the 5th slot, or even possibly having both of them as options. You'll notice that some things in the kit are gated to Wookiees, while others are for any ally. While Mission isn't explicitly called out, she benefits from these all-ally pieces. And since her good buddy Zalbar is a Wookiee and can be here, she will have opportunities to slot into the team comfortably. Yeah, but at least Veteran Han specifically does get some boost from but Mission doesn't sound like she gets anything. Oh, she gets all ally. Okay, well, for does the potency up apply before attempting to apply provoked? Yes, potency up is applied before provoked is inflicted to the enemy team. And here we fucking go. How was your day, dickhead? Not enough coffee in the world right now. CG Coffee approves this message. Luckily, they put it as the very last question, so it's not interrupting the flow of the Q&A, but not fucking needed. First off, who the fuck cares how his day is going? Second off, that was a dumbass answer. Didn't need to hear it. Ugh. Anyway, so there was a little bit of a Q&A about Tarfful, except for that last stupid-ass question that's there for no reason. No one gives a shit at all. Yeah, I feel like this time there were some decent questions, but I feel like the answers were just kind of, like, half-assed. Like, there still really is no real reason why veteran smuggler Han is the option. Why not all the Hans? I mean, all the Hans always hung out with Chewie, so why not any of the Hans? Why specifically one? Like, I don't know. I feel like their answers suck. It's almost like they didn't really think it through. They were just like, oh, hey, this would be cool to add this. And then everyone was like, the fuck? And they're like, oh, shit, we didn't think about this. But anyways, I guess that's all I got. So yeah, thanks for checking this out with me. And until next time, I said see ya. And fuck you, Meathead.